Americans voted for Trump. You're finally getting the recession that you voted for. I'm so excited for you. I'm so excited for you to all get exactly what you voted for. If you didn't vote for Trump, I mean, I'm so sorry this is happening, genuinely. But if you voted for Trump, you must be thrilled today. You must be thrilled. I mean, egg prices are not down yet. Grocery bills aren't down yet. You are losing your Social Security. You're losing any kind of support you have from the government. But the recession's coming. And you guys are going to crumble. Not only your own economy, the worst out of everyone's, but also the world's economy. How exciting is that for you? You're also losing allies left, right, and center. Isn't that so thrilling? I'm really glad that you were so racist and transphobic and misogynistic and quite frankly insecure and sad in your own little lives. You have to take your hate out on other people and you caused a recession for yourself. Happy for you.
Hey MAGA, how's that 401k doing? You clowns. If there's anything left in it, I suggest you go buy some eggs or chickens. Fools.
And so America is, at this hour, completing the 52nd day of having a president of the United States whose brain does not work. Donald Trump's brain is broken.
He negotiated the damn trade deal with them. If trade is so bad with Canada, he was the guy who signed the deal. It defies logic. But look, I think this is how he ran business. He stiffed contractors. He stiffed workers. He doesn't pay his bills. He declares bankruptcy. The one thing is, his claim that he's the business president, he is the worst possible business executive that I have ever witnessed. And I hope, this is what we need. I need the business community to speak up. The Wall Street Journal, thank you. Thank you for saying this is the stupidest trade war, because I've been saying it. And so now I can go back to my constituents, Republican constituents, and say, this is the reality of what you're facing. So again, there is going to be pain. The richness of a sitting senator like Tommy Tuberville or Elon Musk telling us we're going to have to endure pain. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Donald, be honest. This is the real reason you're going after Canada, isn't it?
Well, folks, it's been less than 2 months, and somehow America already feels like it's aged a decade. The economy is teetering, global allies are ghosting us, and the daily headlines read like a dystopian novel written by someone who thinks subtlety is overrated. At the center of it all, Donald J. Trump running the country like it's a chaotic season of The Apprentice, except this time, the stakes include nuclear codes and global stability. Let's talk about the Trump faithful for a second, the ones who proudly waved their MAGA flags, chanted at rallies, and believed he'd make America great again. Right about now, some of them are starting to ask, what exactly did we sign up for?
Now Trump is complaining about who signed a deal to allow Canada to supply energy to the United States. It was him in 2018!
It's fantastic, fantastic. He was a smart guy, Tesla. First the light bulb, and now this. He was like a modern-day Isaac Neutron. It's remarkable, really.
See, it's one thing to vote for an outsider who tells it like it is. It's another to wake up every day and wonder if your president just started a diplomatic crisis before breakfast. Some of his biggest supporters now find themselves squirming in their seats as they watch him fumble through press conferences, contradict himself mid-sentence, and make decisions that seem, well, less than presidential.
We also have a message tonight for the incredible people of Greenland. We strongly support your right to determine your own future. And if you choose, we welcome you into the United States of America. We need Greenland for national security and even international security, and we're working with everybody involved to try and get it. But we need it really for international world security, and I think we're going to get it. One way or the other, we're going to get it.
This video is for all of the people in the world who are looking at America thinking that we are insane and that we are all down for this. He got 75 million votes. Kamala got 75 million votes. 90 million qualified voters didn't vote. So just a little fun fact, why 90 million Americans are apathetic is a whole other thing, and we could do like a million videos for that. But just remember that 7 out of 10 Americans did not vote for this. We do not agree with this. We do not want this. We don't want Greenland. We don't want Canada. We don't want tariffs. We don't want white supremacy, nationalism, descent into fascism. Just know that 7 out of 10 of us, well, at least a third of us are horrified, and a third of us are either so exhausted or so put off or so uninformed that they can't even be bothered to vote. They literally can't even be bothered. Either they feel that their votes are futile, absolutely pointless, or they're working so many jobs, or they're just inundated with responsibilities, trying to pay super high mortgages, trying to pay super high health insurance. I pay $820 a month for health insurance. That's just for the privilege of going to the doctor. Then there's copay, everything else. It's exhausting. Like my nut, just for my rent and my health insurance alone, and I live in a very modest house with doing nothing. It's like $3,500 a month.
Trump promised to shake up Washington, but at this point, it looks more like he took a wrecking ball to the place. The economy? Not looking great. Turns out you can't just shout "bring back jobs" and expect the stock market to obey. Foreign policy? A disaster. He's insulted allies, praised dictators, and made world leaders wonder if they need to start learning Russian. Truth and facts? Optional. Whether it's crowd sizes, wiretaps, or imaginary voter fraud, the man's relationship with reality is complicated. And let's not forget his live television bloopers. One day, he's declaring undying love for a country he just insulted last week. The next, he's making up history on the spot. You can practically hear the State Department staff face-palming in the background. Once upon a time, America was the respected big brother of global politics. Now, the world is watching like it's primetime entertainment. Late-night comedians can't keep up. Foreign leaders are side-eyeing their translators, wondering, did he really just say that? And American citizens? They're debating whether to laugh, cry, or start Googling how to move to Canada. It's early days yet, but if the first few weeks are any indication, this presidency is shaping up to be one for the history books, and not in the way anyone hoped. Buckle up, America. It's going to be a long ride.
Daylight savings, it's got to go. It's got to go. Imagine you're dying, you're on your deathbed, you only have a little while to live, and they turn the clocks forward. You die faster. Sorry, kids, Granny's dead. She lost an hour. It's a disgrace. We've got to...
I mean, who voted for this shit? What is happening? I mean, how's your 401k today? How about your investments? Your savings? I know most of us don't have any, but believe me, the stock market crashing is not good for us. These tariffs are bullshit. I have no idea what the end game is here. You guys think that this is all about family values and bringing back the core of America and all this stuff. These billionaires, they don't give a shit about any of that. All of this is so that they don't have to pay their share. Yeah. So it's going to be on us. We're going to get poorer and poorer and poorer while they get richer, richer, and richer.
President Donald Trump's new administration has introduced a series of rapid and contentious policy changes that have left both domestic and international observers grappling with their implications. President Trump's aggressive trade stance has reignited global economic tensions. He has imposed tariffs on key allies, including Canada and Mexico, leading to a series of retaliatory measures. This escalation has disrupted international trade relations and contributed to economic uncertainty. The construction industry has been particularly affected, with tariffs on essential materials like steel and aluminum driving up costs for American builders. Projects across the country face delays and budget overruns as developers grapple with increased expenses and supply chain disruptions. President Trump's transactional approach to foreign policy has led to significant shifts in international alliances. Traditional partners are reassessing their relationships with the U.S. as the administration prioritizes economic gains over long-standing diplomatic ties. This shift has caused global uncertainty and raised questions about the future of international cooperation. The president's rhetoric has contributed to heightened political polarization. His statements have been linked to increasing political violence and social divisions within the country. Experts warn that such language can embolden extremist groups and erode democratic norms. As the nation navigates these turbulent times, it faces critical questions about its direction and values. How will these policy shifts reshape America's role on the global stage? What impact will domestic policy changes have on the everyday lives of citizens? And how can the country bridge the growing divides to foster unity and progress? For more in-depth analysis and updates on these unfolding stories, be sure to like and subscribe